Is that the only Orb champion that you hate?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's just Syndra.
I mean, this, like, imagine if KT had picked Lissandra. It would have been, like, actually good.
I actually really like Lissandra.
Yeah,
although
it would have been, oh my god.
The Merc's value would be off the charts, but that would have been great as, ooh, Cannon.
Oh no, Clear. No opportunity to pick the Nasus. If it had come in.
What do you think about Castle?
Into Cassante.
We're just having some fun hovers. Might end up being like, I don't know, Gwen, Gragas, Cannon will be my guesses.
I don't know whether Cannon is really what you want, but that's fine.
Is it fine?
I don't know what that means necessarily if they're... Oh, okay, that Scout of the Week was kind of fun. Still, Saytap going to get the crash and going to look for a bit of a back.
Sponge is down a level.
Yeah, and now they're all here in this bottom lane. Pletter is just going to get dove on, and that is going to be first blood. Okay, that's how you deal with it, is you just all in, and you just kill Pletter. We'll be coming back in Diablo 4 also, which is kind of cool. So yeah. Just some fun facts about what Gale Force could be in reference to. A lot of items having a lot of references within them, of course, Ginsu being the name of the guy. There was a reason. Anyway, a lot of people actually, getting involved. As Saytap going to attach some chains on his drive-by. As Sponge will find Humbug. Bit of a 2v2 as the flash does come forward. Sponge trying to offer some damage back here, but does get over the wall.
Composition like DRX because of the amount of backline access that they do have. But if you get ahead, you need so little time to blow people up. Saytap has been doing a lot better in his 1v1. It's one of the few saving graces here is Sponge and Humbug.
He flashes for it, and he's going to die. So it's a 1-for-1 in that mid lane. Humbug could be in trouble as well. Need a Nimbus strike as Wei not going to find the Zenith Blade. Great dodge there as there's the flash forward. The Q will land, and now Wei is the one that could be out of position, but no. They are going to allow him to slink into his jungle because the shellfish is just too tasty. KT starting this one up. Saytap round the back. Sponge here to contest if they'd like to. As Castle in this brush, spotted out by Clear as Moonlight Vigil, I think, goes wide, unfortunately. The Drake is secured by a Leona somehow, as Castle does get immediately exhausted as Pletter is fighting him. Should be able to lock down the kill, and they do. It's the LeBlanc that collects it. Even in the kill score, and Orcs, you're at it again, you jerk.
You know, in challengers in particular, a small lead gained is held onto for the entirety of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Saytap. I like that Saytap is still playing aggressively, right? Like, sometimes when these players have rough games, it's harder for them to lean towards aggression.
Soul point.
DRX, not wanting to give away this soul point. Saytap just immediately distorts forward. Can he find the priority targets is the question. As Clear is going to get rid of him, but that is going to be soul point locked down. Moonlight Vigil connects this time as well. As Sponge is going to be taken out. A big ult from Castle as he dives on top of them. Clear gets rid of the Leona as, oh my god, the damage was massive. As Saytap, is he going to be alright? Feisty flashes for him. And Clear is still fighting, guys. He's still fighting. Will finally go down. Piero, the last man standing on the side of DRX. That is a Drake and a one-team fight for KT.
You're doing great today, Chad.
Yeah, that's true.
This is I want zingers. I don't want toxicity.
And honestly, like, Feisty is playing this extraordinarily well.
He is,
in this game.
Yeah. And when Atlas is admitting it, you know.
I know, it's a very sad time as, oh dear, Pletter is once again going to get 100-0. Nothing you can do about that one as the Cyclone comes in. Humbug able to skate over that wall as he becomes Zeri. He's in a rough spot though. See whether he is going to survive. End up getting chained up and taken down. Sponge will limp out of there, but look at this, KT, they're just going to take down this outer turret in the mid lane, and once again, full control is just obviously not working.
It's again, like and a ton of credit to me here goes to Wei. I think his Leona actually has been such a big part. This time it's Humbug that sets up the play, but Wei has been on top of the Zeri every single fight. Every single time we see this happen, it starts off with Wei as... so this is the saving grace, as that is that shutdown that Saytap picks up. This
you
is
know what that was? That was a solo
moment?
kill, baby.
Yeah. Solo Bolo here.
And then it's difficult when you're just a worst job. No, gotta stop. No, gotta stop.
No, you gotta
honestly,
go harder.
The Syndra is doing exactly her job, right? Like, she's supposed to dominate mid-game, and when you see a Syndra that doesn't dominate the mid-game and doesn't even try to, it makes everyone sad.
You're gifted a win in your argument. Just take it.
No, I know, but
accept it.
I've already got there, right? And honestly, I think that Feisty has been playing very, very well, and I do want to give him credit for that. Being solo killed there, sad. As we see here, Satab just mega cones on top of the Syndra.
Mega cones on top of him, goes in, dodges the scatter, and then he just gets him. Just Nash. You know, this is a single contact Drake. You don't care.
They have Crescendum as well. The teamfight guns at the ready here for Hype is actually kind of fantastic, as Rift Scuttler going to be taken.
Where Castle is. They're just going to find him soon.
Gets that control ward in. They know exactly what's going on here, but it's the position of the cannon. They will spot him out. And now KT realizing that they're going to have to get out of there. Humbug is down very, very low as Castle immediately is exhausted. There's the all-out as well. As Pleta also has to cleanse. But look at the damage. It's absurd from KT, and now it is just Pleta and Clear trying to get that work done, and it is not going to happen. KT, they orchestrate the team fight. They welcome DRX to contest their Baron, and they say, now you all die. I mean, I do too. Words aren't exactly all that.
They're not very nutritious. Sponge? Oh, Sponge.
He is just going to dive in. What? Steal that one away. Warrior Trickster to get out, as Heartbreaker does come forward. He is dead, but denies the soul.
Especially when combined with the bounty, there is no cross map. But, it looks like KT have a sneaking suspicion.
Oh dear. Okay, well, engaging on a Leona. We have learned that that is a... Oh my god, Wei, you are too good!
Yeah.
The Unleashed Power is going to finish off Sponge, and he is having not the greatest of days today.
I'm still... If we didn't have the T1 series in the back of our mind, I would be really, really down. Now I'm like... he's dead. Well, he might not die right now, but he's...
I'm confused about what the plan was, you know?
He flanks and then he tries to steal the Nash.
Alright.
And they go for it.
Well, now he's dead.
Yeah.
Wei not going to find the Zenith Blade there. As, okay, just flashing on in, getting on in there. Not flashing, but getting in there, absolutely. I think that Hype Gale forced forward. And now KT should be able to very comfortably just take this Baron because there is no Sponge. The Sponge is gone. And Castle is just clearing out Clear. There is just no way for him to do anything here. The rhyme, unnecessary, and also using his name twice, also unnecessary, as Satab, nothing he can do. Can they get... They can. They managed to take down the electric Yordle. That's kind of cool. Elder going to be spawning in 2.5 minutes. They still have 30 seconds of Baron. They could use that here in the mid lane, and they are going to. As Sponge, Warrior Trickster now on cooldown as they arrive at this turret. DRX, if they can hold on here, then maybe there's another fight for the Elder, but they are not going to be able to. Look at this. Just erupts. And Clear is going to be unleashed upon. And now the cannon dives forward. The CC fantastic, and Hype can just free hit. They are going to wipe the floor with DRX here in game number 2. And KT looking fantastic in this one. My goodness, DRX. You're going to have to do it again. It's going to have to be another reverse sweep if you're going to come back into this one.
Can I write you down for your Wei vote?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
well, I already pressed the button, so...
I was thinking about Feisty because I just really...
the redemption
I
mode.
really like Syndra. I just think that Syndra is so good. And here, it was just so clutch. Like, the R4, they had no response. So blindable is Syndra. She's just really good.
And with how this series has gone, if it wasn't specifically for DRX losing in this exact way against T1, I'd be like, this is done. Because they just... It's an everything gap. I think the draft in this game was perfectly fine. Like, this is not a draft gap. It's Humbug being and playing way more consistent than Sponge. Wei being miles ahead of Piero. Pleta having just a really bad day. Like, there's no way around it. With the Zeri, your position needs to be good. Because yes, you are playing into a ton of CC. There's Leona, there's Syndra, there's... We get it. But nonetheless, we've seen players be able to navigate it, and you need to. Otherwise, the pick doesn't do anything. He did 2 or like 1.5k more damage, and it's not to single out him specifically, because everyone on DRX Barclay was struggling, and it's also because KT is playing as well. But if that doesn't change, this is just a quick 3-0. Nothing to see here for KT. Feisty that picks it up. Makes sense, you know, had a great Cinder performance.
Yeah, and I was, look, I think that the thought of possibly getting him there. By the way, we got to see the Feisty POG, and look at this. He really does stare into your soul, doesn't he? And
what we've seen for Feisty and for Loopy, the split as well, is such a cool story to me, because they came in last year and I was like I was making a lot of memes because it was Feisty, Loopy, gaming. It was Gamin, but Feisty was released, Loopy was released, and Gamin was released very recently.